Good evening and welcome to Mr. Wilson Live. It is pretty much the holiday edition, and we are looking at what do students do after the CSEC examination. It has been a while since we've last seen each other. We have been doing all that we can after such a long, arduous journey to the CSEC examination. It was long in coming, if you ask me. There were many of setback, many of disappointment, many persons who lobbied for it not to be, and of course, those persons who continued then to say, let it be, and of course, finally it was. Our friends in St. Vincent, they did the exam, or they started exam, I think, on the second. You can tell me in the chat. They started exams on the second. I think that was Monday. And the feedback is that all things went well over there. We're happy to hear that, but we are more so happy that we were able to get through the exams without any major incidents. I haven't heard of anyone being affected by COVID as a result of the examination. I'm sitting in with my co-host, and he's going to be here and there every now and then. And we're going to have a grand time, not as long as we would have wanted it to be, but definitely I had to check in with my family to ensure that everybody is doing fine. My reason for being here this evening, other than checking in with the family, is to make known of our new summer program that will be looking at, as you can see on screen, what do students do after the CSEC exam. So you're going to be seeing us in your neck of the woods, here, there, and almost everywhere. And I will be taking you on a journey to show you some of the places that we're finding our students having a grand time. A part of the journey will take us into areas that are pretty much inexpensive, places where persons can journey to, of course, enjoy the summer. In some cases, it's waterous, in some cases, lush green vegetation. And of course, we're going to be looking at some areas in Jamaica that students can go on field trip. The number is great. Our emphasis this time around is around Kingston, St. Catherine, and of course, St. Andrew. We might go on the fringes of St. Thomas, but we're going to be going to different locations to show you good places to, of course, venture for field trip. We might take you to a very polluted area to show you what is expected of you for the human and social biology syllabus come September. So we are going to be doing a lot, and I'll be out there with my co-host and I to, of course, bring you the best or the latest of what is happening. We're hoping to make the publications available on a Friday. So on a Friday, by Friday evening, there about 5, 6 o'clock, thereabout, we should be able to release the publication for that week so that, of course, you can be informed and you can, of course, fill us in with what you are doing in your neck of the woods. Hi, sir. I'm seeing James. Good evening, and how are you? I'm seeing Cheryl as well. Good evening, and I hope that we are all fine. I'm seeing Shaw. How are you doing? I do hope that all is well. And after that long journey to the exam, I mean, it was a year coming. We had the dust storm, we had COVID, we had the volcano, and we had pretty much a rise of poverty and the slide of the Jamaican dollar, and of course the increase in crime. Those are pretty much a whole lot of things that we had to face during COVID. I'm seeing Burrows, good evening. I'm seeing Williams, good evening. I'm also seeing Watson. How are you doing? And I'm seeing Vickers. Welcome to the show. It promises not to be a very long evening. I see my co-host is saying hi there. He's waving away, waving away, waving away. He likes to see himself on the screen. And of course, he likes to be here with you. So how are you doing wherever you are? Our first show comes up, I think, tomorrow is Friday. It will be on Friday. And we're going to be taking you to the Sosa is not here. Or we made our first visit to Salt Pond, and we're going to be going back to Salt Pond. I don't know if it's called really Salt Pond or Salt River, because my friends in Clarendon, they have several names for this place. but this is one of the first locations that we're going to be showing you what's happening there. It's a very free, it's a free location. So if you're in Jamaica and you are looking for somewhere to summer frolic, have some water, some nice clean fun, swing and dive in the water, have some nice fish and some drink and all that, and it is all free except to purchase the fish. Access in the water is all free. If you are looking for that location to have a grand time this summer around Kingston, St. Catherine, St. Andrew, and St. Thomas, we are going to be bringing it to you in the next couple of days up to September. We do hope, like we said before, we hope that you're all fine and we want to hear from you. I'm fine, Shaw is saying that I'm fine. Nice to see you and your son again. We're always going to be here. We're very, very happy to have the opportunity to be here with you. Must I also say that we're putting in a whole lot of plans for September where we can serve you better. Persons might be saying, but sir, it's on StreamYard sharing this time again. If you observe, you're seeing the logo on screen because it's a free version. But of course, we're going to be procuring the paid version so that we can share the content, the notes, and so on and so forth. What's happening? What is it you want? Oh, you want some of this over here. All right. Great. Great. Outside of that, I made mention of a lot of things I'll be reading from the screen from now. Oh, it is Salt River. It's Salt River? Shaw, you're from Clarendon? So we're going to be at Salt River this weekend again to do some more footage. So it is Salt River in Clarendon, and we're going to be taking you there from Old Harbour. We're going to shoot the entire journey from Old Harbour to Salt River, so that if you are from Kingston or wherever you are from, once you get to Old Harbour, we are going to lead you to Salt River. You're going to see the nice, what is it called, that area that you have those nice boats? Tell me, Shaw, you're from the area. Help me out here. All right. Is there any physics class available? I'm sure that there are physics classes available, but I don't know that I'll be doing physics. If I'm going to be doing physics, it's going to be on our paid channel. It's going to be on Teachable, because we definitely would have to pay the teacher to bring that bit. You hail up, big up yourself, Prasad, Kevin Prasad, big up yourself. Sir, will you be teaching chemistry? Holy moly. I did chemistry, like 14 years ago. 14 years ago. And I've only assisted teaching chemistry one time since then. You really don't want to see me in the classroom with chemistry. I've been learning like you. I really don't remember much. But just to say, before I came on here, I was working on a chemistry lab book. I remember we said that we're putting out some new lab books with some new content, not just this big blank book that you have to write labs in. You would have seen me showing you the books on Amazon. We have 6 books that become available tomorrow. 6 new books become available tomorrow. And on Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, on Monday, the chemistry book will be available. The physics book will be available. The agri book will be available come Monday. So we're rolling out some new lab books, some lab books that are a little more informative than the one that we have now. Now, if you have idea, if you have anything that you think that needs to be added to a physics lab book, let us know so that we can explore it and add it to the mix of things. Let me see what's happening here. I'm from Spanish Town. Okay, Shaw is from Spanish Town, but know a lot about Salt River. But I go there every weekend. Great. So you'll see me there one of the weekend. All right, that's my little fish place. Hello, good evening. I'm not even sure how to. Is it Anwi? I'm not too sure it's pronounced. Jim, sir, you are a great teacher. Thank you. We try. We try. All right. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Barrow, sir, will there be a paper 3 in January 2022? I did a video on that. When the broad topics came out, I did a video on that. To be honest with you, I don't have that bit of information in my head. I would have to try to find that article again. But I read the syllabus that comes out, the new syllabus, the one with the blue page, and it didn't say that. It didn't say that. So I'm going to look at it again. Or if you can visit one of those videos that I did with the broad topics, I would have, of course, covered it based on the communique that was sent to us from CXC. So I really don't remember, and I don't want to say yes or no and don't provide you with the best information. If I don't have the information, usually I say I don't know. Sorry, okay, paper 3. So I really don't know. The paper 3 is the alternative to practical. I think it's called paper 032. That's the alternative to practical. Is that for HSB though? I think HSB, the thing actually become effective in June, I think. I think I need to do a video on that. Forgive me. And there's a new HSB book, you know. I'm not paid to really advertise this, so it's sort of unfair to the other persons, but there's a new textbook out there for the new syllabus. I got a copy of it at school. It wasn't sent to me. I'm going to ask Kingston Bookshop what about me, and if they decide to give me one, I might show you. I have to talk to them about that. All right. That is advertisement for them again. How much for the chemistry book? All right, tell you what, I am going to go for Amazon. I think that these books are going to be valued in Jamaican dollar. If you go on Amazon, I think the books on Amazon are $8 on Amazon. It's about $8 on Amazon. If you are in Jamaica, I think you are going to get it somewhere about $950 to $1,000, somewhere there, right? But they are not in bookstores. We are going to be bringing them in 3 days after Monday. So Wednesday, we are going to be ordering these books to come into Jamaica. And then thereafter, we can do distribution. We'll be in dialogue with the bookshops and so on. All right, so I think I want to show you in a bit, a little bit off the books, just in a bit, but I'm trying to read and go through with everybody. So you're going to be getting this chemistry book. What is going to be in the chemistry lab book? I can tell you, it's no secret. It comes with the periodic table, so you don't need to have a textbook in your labs when you are doing your lab. So it comes with the periodic table. It is going to come with the reactivity series. I know that students are struggling with balancing equation, so I'm going to give you an example as to how to balance an equation. Now, of course, I'm going to give you a simple equation. The one that I'm going to give you is the one for photosynthesis, being that the bio students need to understand that when they write this equation, it must be balanced. So, of course, all the books will come with something different in them. So they are not replica of each other. It's not just the cover that is different. What is in the book will be different. So the chemistry book comes with the reactivity series. It comes with the periodic table. And it's going to come with something else. I'm continuing to do my research to see what is it that students are struggling with, to see what I can address in these lab books to assist you to make your life easier when you get to your lab classes. Let me read on screen. Sir, I love going to the freshwater part down the hill before the... All right, I'm going to go there as well. I'm going to go there, Shaw. Definitely, I'm going to go there as well. I know that little part down there. Hi, Barnett. Good evening. How you doing? We're having our summer edition. We're looking at what students are doing after CXC, because we do think that there must be some time for play and not just study. So we're not going to be talking anything about content. We might talk about new publication that we're having, but definitely not textbook that we're not content in the textbook as to you should be studying and knowing. No, we're not studying enough. Come September, we start about the study. So I said that I have a number of books on Amazon. And if you want to find my collection on Amazon, everything is not there yet. Just go to Amazon and type this in, RECORDUS, Ricardos, WILSON. That's my name, Ricardos Wilson. All right, so there it is on screen. If you want to order the books on Amazon, you might not be able to find my book because my books are very, very new on Amazon and the algorithm will not bring it up. So if you want to find the books that I publish on Amazon, all you need to do is to go to Amazon, type in that search pane, Ricardos Wilson. Now look carefully at how my name is spelled. Barnett, can I boast a little bit? I am the only Jamaican with that name. I am the only Jamaican with the name Ricardos. Only person in Jamaica have that name. All right. So my name is like the TRN, it's like a TRN number. No one has a name, so I can use my name as a TRN. All right. So type in Ricardos. It is spelled RECORDUS, WILSON. That's my full name, Ricardos Wilson. Type that in the Amazon search pane, and you are going to see the books. If you are in Jamaica, it is going to be cheaper if you order the book on this channel or from your nearest bookshop. If you are in Jamaica, it's going to be easier. Now, if you are from other Caribbean island, we could, of course, get those books to your favorite bookshop at a reasonable cost. That, of course, you could pretty much get it somewhere within the range that is on the market for. All right, we're trying to make it somewhere within that range. So if your favorite bookshop doesn't have the book, all you need to do for us is to just get the number for us or a contact from that bookshop, send it to us via email, and we will start a dialogue as to how we're going to ship the books and how, of course, we're going to get remuneration. So, of course, we're working on that. I'm working on a number of books. Like I said, I was working on a book just before I came on. What's happening here? Let me see what's happening again. Good evening, Boros HSB. Big up yourself. We need to start and go through that HSB thing very, very carefully. Sir, if you get 3 in HSB, you will pass, and it is a low mark. I don't know about low mark or high mark in HSB, or in any other CXC subjects. It's either you're going to pass or you're going to fail. So the grading scheme is 1, 2, or 3. All right, you must be going for some big job. I heard of a company out beside the sea out there that if you're not a straight A profile student, they're not going to take you. But if you are going to any tertiary institution, a 3 is just fine. A 3 is just fine. All right, so don't worry yourself about a 3 or a 1 or a 2. And if you get a 3, move on with your life. Think about the courses that you're going to do above CXC. Now, while you're at CXC, when I write a letter of application now, I don't write CXC on it. That is irrelevant. What you write now is whether you have your BSc or you have whatever letter of the alphabet, you write the letters of the alphabet and not the exams. All right? So I wouldn't be writing that I have 5 or 6 or 0 CXC. That is not relevant now. So as you go up the ladder, it's just a stepping stone. Soon you won't even need to talk about CXC. All right, so don't worry yourself about 3s. Worry yourself about that BSc that you're going to be doing, or that certificate program that you're going to be doing, or that diploma program, or that associate program. That's the program now you want to focus on getting that A for the exam. Barnett, it's, I know, sir, really unusual. They say that. And they say that Anna is unusual. To my co-host, Anna is unusual. I don't know if I am unusual. I hope that I'm a usual person to you, because usually unusual persons can't treat it. Hi, baby. They're saying hi, so you need to say hi. All right. All right. So, Shaw. Oh, okay. Okay? Thank you, sir. Cool. So remember, these books. I hope you would have gone on Amazon now. I would have given you the name to find them on Amazon. I'm going over there myself to see. You want to sleep? Guys, you can just give me a second, please. All right, I guess he's going to come back. All right, great. So I was saying just now that I'm hopping on over to Amazon. Everything is not on Amazon, but of course, we have quite a number, probably about 3, 4 books on Amazon. But we have, I could show you, being that you're a part of the family. Just give me a second and I'll show you some of the books that we have, are books that will be available in short order. All right, so give me a second. Come on back. I want to share. Share screen. Whoa. All right. You should be able to see my screen now. All right, so these are the books that are available. I don't know if I could just tell me if you can see it or can't see it. All right, so these are the books that becomes available. Uh, just give me a second there as the system. Sir, you missed my question. Okay, great. If I miss your question, just ask again so I can address it. If I missed your question, just ask again and I'll address it. Okay, great. Yeah, that's true. That's the. Oh, wow, sorry. All right, please, no trouble. No trouble, please. Sorry, guys. I am babysitting and all, so. And the system seems to be giving trouble. I don't know if you're seeing me or hearing me now. All right, great. So I am back. Yes, it is true. It is only the BioLab book that is on Amazon. All right, these are pretty much a collection. So you have the BioLab book there, and you have these. All these will come tomorrow. All right, great. So that's it. All right, great. So we're back. So it's only the BioLab book that is there. I gave you some insight as to what will be in the chemistry book. That's not all. For the physics book, you are going to be getting like SI unit and some very important tables and conversion for physics. Those are, of course, going to be populating some of the first pages of your physics book, so that, of course, you'll always have those at the forefront of your memory. Now, like I said, you could just call your teachers wherever they are and ask them, what is it that you'd love to see in a physics lab book that is not currently in a lab book, the SBA book, that could help the students to better be able to complete these labs. And of course, you can send me whether on a comment to a video, or you can send it to me via email. Williams, you said that I missed your question. Would you like to say it again or ask again so I can answer? Williams? Williams? Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? I'm not sure you're hearing. Okay, great. So I'm asking you, Williams, you said that I missed your question. So I'm asking, what's the question? I'd love to address it before we leave. So great. So we are looking at pretty much what students do after the CSEC exam. We are going to be putting out our first publication tomorrow. Of course, it's video footage, and we will follow next week with another. And of course, the chemistry lab book should be available by Monday. So to the agriculture. Now, you want to know what is in the agriculture lab book for those persons who are agri student. The agri lab book comes populated with six management chart for agriculture, some management chart for crop production, the cost analysis and examples in the book. Pretty much those are what I can think about now. And I think it comes with the popular breeds of animal across the Caribbean and so on. That's pretty much. The tables in the lab book, they are so designed that when you go to your animal breeding area for agriculture, the tables could pretty much tell you what is expected of you when you visit whatever area. And it's the same thing that we're looking at for crop production, to make sure that rather than writing long pages of stuff, you can just tick or write a number to say what you have observed. I just send the question again. All right, you see, just send the question again, but I am not seeing it. I'm seeing Barnett. The question is above. Hello. The question is above. Hello. Okay, great. So let me see. What if I want to do biology in January and I didn't do it in July? Do I have to do a paper 3? All right, let me understand here. Did you sign up to do the exam in January? Did you sign up to do the exam in January? Good evening, Gray. How are you? I got your communique. Thank you very much. I don't even remember if I wrote you. Yes, I got them via Gmail. Thanks much. Thanks much. We are going to be looking at those and addressing them. We've been talking about what is it that you're doing for the holiday and what is it that we are doing for you to better serve you come September. Not yet. But if I don't know, I don't know. You can do the exam that quick, like sign up September for January. Well, what I know for January exam is that usually there is no SBA. There is a paper 3 that you'll have to do for January. As it were, for the relaxation for COVID, I don't remember, I honestly don't remember if those persons for COVID will have access to labs. But as it were, January paper usually doesn't carry a SBA, it carries a paper 032. All right? Or I want to sit. Is it biology that you want to sit or HSB? Is it bio or HSB, Williams? I think I got the feeling before that it was biology. I don't know how to do those online stuff. Oh, you don't know how, is it online as to order the books and order the lab books on Amazon? That's what you're talking about, Gray? Oh, it's biology that you want to do. Remember that biology and HSB, they are two different stuff, you know. Right, so I don't want persons to use them interchangeably. So if you want to do HSB, that is human and social biology, that really confines to human and things around human. Biology takes in both plants and human. And I don't. Oh, you sat HSB in July and now you want to do bio. And you think that doing bio in September, October, November, December, January, in 4 months, you think that that would be adequate for you, Williams? You'd have enough time? That's a lot, you know. You're planning on doing a 2-year syllabus in 4 months. And again, is it that you really need to do biology or is it just for self-accomplishment? When I say if you need to do it, is it that the institution that you are planning on attending, ANI? Is it that the institution that you are planning on attending, they require biology? Oh, you know. All right, remember, time is money, right? And if you really don't require to do it, you're not required to do it, then I personally wouldn't say that you should. I think that if whatever program you're going to do, human and social biology is sufficient, you should go right ahead with your human and social biology and get your life moving and not try to go sideways. One thing I can tell you about my life is that knowing too much will not earn you more money unless you're working for yourself. If you know a lot, it won't allow you to get more pay while you're working with somebody. What it will do is to get you more enemy because you are going to be required to work without pay. So, for example, if you are I spoke to you, right? For example, if you are you're training A, B, C, and D, and I am trained only in A, you will be required to do A, B, C, D, while I will be required to do A only, and I'm going to get paid for A. You are only going to get paid for A, but you'll be doing A, B, C, D. So you have to make up your mind. It is better for you to be a specialist if you are going to work for somebody, but if you are going to work for yourself, you can be a generalist where you know everything all over the world. But be reminded, the more you know, the more enemy you will have. From my experience, I hope it will not be the same for you. So try to be a specialist and be the very best at that thing that you really like. And sometimes you can just be a little too much. Sorry. All right. I love how the books are so affordable, but I don't know how long it's going to take to get here. I am planning on writing 5 subjects next year. But you are in Guyana, and Amazon is in the. If you want to know how long it's going to get there, um, I don't know if you make yourself an Amazon account. It's like making a YouTube account. And then once you click on the book, it will identify that you are in Guyana, and it will tell you how long it will get to Guyana. All right, it will tell you will have to have pretty much somewhere that it's going to come in Guyana, and of course they will tell you how long it will take. So now it's a real time thing. They can tell you exactly. Like for Jamaica, I know if it's coming to every time you order on Amazon, it tells you exactly when it's going to get wherever it's going. So that's not a bother. All right, I'm sure that it will be here before school. I'm sure that it will be here at least for September. All right, so that's not a bother. If you really want the book, just up on over there, get yourself an account, try it out, and see how long it will take. All right, so I would just do the topics I didn't do in HSP. That is not a good idea. That's not a good idea. That is not a good idea. And I'll tell you why it's not a good idea. There are some topics that are covered in biology that it is not the same requirement for HSB. And there are some topics that are covered in HSB that you wouldn't be required to do everything in bio. So what you have to ensure, you would have to ensure that you understand what is it that is required of you for the biology syllabus. Yes, some of the topics are really, really close. Cells is pretty much the same. I think the only difference between cell is not the same because you don't study ribosomes for biology, but you study ribosomes for HSB. And then when you come down to the specialized cell, I don't think HSB study the amoeba, but bio does study the amoeba, right? So you might say that I'm not studying cells, right? And there it is. You wouldn't have known anything about the amoeba because the amoeba is not covered on the HSB syllabus. So I understand some of the topics are really, really close, but there are 1 and 2 things that are not shared across both subjects. All right. I actually miss doing work. What type of work? What type of work, Gray? I am required to do it because of a course I want to do. Well, I understand. Well, go for it. Go for it. Once you need to do it, go for it. Go for it. All right. They are not they are not taking HSB for nursing for next September. Oh, hush, 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 hush. You have to pay attention, puppy poo. Hush. All right. And I guess you know why they are not taking HSB because HSB is not a lab subject, and you should have been told that nursing is not taking it. They are not going to take the HSB that you did prior to I think 2022 June July exam. They're not going to be taking that because it's not a lab subject then. No, it is a lab subject, so they will take it. All right. But if you did well and if you are really, really desirous of doing it, I'm sure that there's a lot of help around and a lot of express classes, a lot of past papers, and you name it. If you really want it, you can read it Dublin and do it. Do it. I usually have a prescription for persons who do the subject in a very short time. I had a young lady She was pretty much in your case. She wanted to do, I don't know if it's called pharmacology or what's called pharmacist. Forgive me, I don't know. And she did the biology and she failed, but she was a very hard worker. So I don't understand how she failed. And she was with me for environmental science, and I saw that she was a really good child, and she wanted to do biology, but she didn't have the money to do biology, right? And of course, I was charging to do biology, but I wouldn't charge her for the advice. So I said to her, well, you need to use this particular book. You need to do this particular thing. You need to give me this particular thing, and I can guarantee you a pass. She did it. She followed the prescription I gave to her. She got a 2 for biology, and I think she's on final year at UTech now. She did her pharmacology course and she's fine. Of course, she have mesa ear like most persons. I'm gonna get my little sister to do it. You won't show me. You won't want. I get my little sister to do it. You want share me. I only know to send emails. I am so sorry, Gray. I'm so sorry. All right, Watson, sir, are you saying that January does not require SBA? No, 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 no. Get this thing, understand this. I'm saying that usually the January exams do not pretty much they don't offer SBA for January exam. What they do is offer alternative to practical, right? Which takes the place of the SBA. That paper is called a zero paper. It's called 032, right? So for me, I want my students to do SBA because I get an opportunity to mark the SBA 2, 3, 4, 5 times. When you do the alternative to practical, you get one opportunity to do it, and if you fail, you fail. So who would want to do something where I don't have the opportunity to do it again? All right. Sir, do you know anything about neuroscience? No. I only know a little bit about the nerve cells of biology. No. Why? But I can tell you that Dr. Crandon and Oprah is probably the best in the island. That's the only thing I know about neuroscience. That Dr. Crandon, they say is the best. All right. Great, sir. I believe she can do it once she stick with you. I didn't know nothing much. Never really read Sir live. Okay. Probably. I don't know. I won't rate myself. Am I? Them wicked before them use the table before they used to take HSB for you nursing. That must have been long time ago. Am I? Remember, at one time we were saying to our students, stop doing HSB because it's an obsolete science. And as we said that it was an obsolete science, they start putting it because the colleges were not taking it. So we're saying, why do this? It's we were offering HSB for students who are doing business. So they really don't need science, but we just give them a science, right? So HSB for nursing, no, it's not a lab science. They need a lab science. Even agriculture is a lab science. Yeah. I bet. Well, I don't know. Where are you going to study? Am I? And them don't take no more 2 grade 3 for nursing. They don't take no more 2 grade 3 for nursing. I don't understand. That means you can't have 2 subjects with grade 3. Your grades must be higher than 3. Is that what you're saying, Amoy? Is that what you're saying? All right. As Amoy answer, just let me say this to you guys. And this is my honest opinion. If I were supposed to advise you all as to which of the 2 subjects is easier, bio or HSB, I'd go with bio. If I'm going to do nursing, because HSB has so much about nursing, I'd go with HSB. If I'm going to do like agri-science or geography or those stuff, I'd go with biology, right? So depending on what you want to study, it might dictate what is it, which are these subjects you choose. And I suggest that you don't just randomly choose something. You know, you could choose a subject and you're ahead of the class when you get to college, and you choose another one and you're at the back of the class. We don't want that. So make sure that you find out from the institution which is preferred. All right. No more than two grade threes. Well, guys, you guys don't need to get any grade 3 at all because there are so many vloggers online and so many online classes and online resources. I don't know why anybody would be getting any 3 now. They don't take more than 2 grade 3 for nursing. Where are you studying? Is it UTech, UE, NCU? Sorry, guys, I am biased. I'm in Jamaica. I have never traveled. Remember, I tell you that? I've never traveled, so I don't know anything about any other place. All right, forgive me. Grace said that she's going to take me down Guyana and show me the rice fields and all of that. I call it rice paddy or whatever they call it down there. I don't know. Going down there for some rice. All right, biology is lovely, but too much on animals. Animals? We don't cover any animal in biology. We cover really human and plants. And it's not much about plants. We do photosynthesis, we do transpiration, storage in plants, excretion in plants, we do seed dispersal, we do reproduction in plants. That's it for plants. That's it for plants, where biology is concerned. Yeah, plants. All right, great. Let me see what's happening here now. Casanova, hi, you're back with us. Are you talking about CAPE? No, we're talking now about CSEC. As it were, persons are exploring what is it that they want to do, what is it that they should do for nursing. Now, HSB has been the flagship science, I think, for CSEC. It's a flagship science. I think for CSEC, you have way more persons doing HSB than would be doing biology. However, that is about to change because what persons were running from for HSB, persons were saying, I am doing HSB because there's no lab, but lab was always easy. So now HSB students will have to do a lab, and as such, we are thinking that more HSB students is going to turn around to bio. I'm going to be exploring that new HSB syllabus. If you have the old HSB, you can't use it to go nursing school. Sorry, you'll have to come back and join us for the new HSB. Ask if there's an upgrade. From what I see, they all have the same requirements. Oh, all 3 institutions, sorry. Sorry. So I don't know. I do hope that we find a common ground on which we can exist. I don't need biology anymore. I don't wish to be a vet anymore. God go with you, Amma. God go with you, Amma. Except UWI, which require CAPE. Oh, so UE is the CAPE place. So if you're going to UE, you're going to need some CAPE. So if you're going to need CAPE to go to UE, then it is better that you do biology because HSB is not offered that CAPE. It's biology that is offered at CAPE. So that is something we have to make sure. I usually say to students when they get to grade 10, try and find out from whichever institution you are going to study what is required of you so that you don't go studying something that you shouldn't be studying. Right? So we want to do that. But have you guys applied for tertiary institution already? I know the exams are coming out late, but you should have applied from, I think, January for tertiary institutions. I hope you would have done that. And for those persons who are seeking scholarship, I hope that you would have reached out to get scholarship. And if you are in Jamaica, I'm biased again. I don't know if Jambat still pay 30% of your school fee and give you $10,000 grant. You want to check out all of those facilities to make sure that you are available. If you're on PATH, remember that is the next viable pathway, another viable pathway. And if you are studying science and maths, I think some universities are all in Jamaica. I know from Michael, that's free. So for me, if I had no money, like when I went to college, I would be, even if I don't know anything about maths and science, definitely that's what I would have to find a way to learn it, right? Because it's very expensive to go to tertiary institution, very, very expensive. All right, why is it so hard to get onto these places? All we need is five CXC subjects. Five CXC subjects, but with the prevalence of all these YouTube channels and the excess resource, it's easy for the tertiary institution to think that what we're having now is regurgitation. We're having persons who are coming in that are not really ready because they were not studying. One night before the exam, they got a SWAT, they passed the exam, so they started lifting the bars, right? With the availability of more past papers and access to information, they are lifting the bars. And this is based on the persons that they have been seeing, persons that are coming in, and they barely can make it. And then the failure rate for the institution is very, very high. They are operating a business, so they really don't want to have high failure rate in their business. All right. Guyana are giving away a lot of scholarship. They are giving scholarship to Jamaican Amoy, not Amoy. Otisha. Otisha, they are giving scholarships to Jamaican because I'm sure that Amoy would come on over. You'll never walk alone. Big up yourself. Otisha, Amoy can get a scholarship to come down, Guyana. Tell us what we need to do, you know. What do you mean, no? No one big carry come, so why we can't get a scholarship to come study in Guyana? For medicine, the CSEC requirement is 1, 2, or 3 in biology, chemistry, and physics, along with math and English. CAPE is biology, chemistry, and another subject with 1, 2 in each. You see that? So if you're going to do medicine, you want to do the doctoring thing and so on, then you need to have your grades in 1 and 2 at CAPE. That's that for that. Right. I think I have a different path that I am traveling when it comes to education. I do believe in education, but I strongly believe that it is not the only pathway out. No, 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 no. And it's sort of embarrassing for a teacher to be saying that. But what I do, I empower person. I try to educate person. And education is not only around the formal curriculum, right? So for me, today I went to school. I like to go to school every day. Sometimes I just go down there to see if they have anything to tell me, or if there's something I'm missing out on. And they were taking photographs for graduation. And I had the opportunity to talk to them because I'm always empowering youth. I don't know who empower me, but I pray God someday somebody will empower me. And I was saying to them, in Jamaica, Amai, where are you? Let me talk to you. In Jamaica, I see you have some programs overseas, some summer program. If you're not as old as a fig tree like me, they might be beneficial to you, right? I know that there's this overseas program at Crossroad, right beside Azan and Melmac Avenue, the overseas employment agency there. We're doing the summer or thereabout, they employ persons overseas. Now, based on what I'm told, you are being paid about 10 US dollar per hour. Don't ask me, I've never traveled. Now, if 10 US dollar per hour in Jamaica, that is $1,560. That is per hour. If at $1,560 per hour, 8 hours for the day, and in US, most of these persons who go up, they double up. You are looking probably at about 16,000 thereabout per day. I don't know if I am paid $16,000 a day. I wish. I don't know if I'm paid that much. So we have to look at alternatives outside of Jamaica, outside of your local, to, of course, explore the many possibilities and, of course, to pursue our dreams. So you see, Amoy want a scholarship to come to Guyana. She know that there's a lot of rice in Guyana. At least you are making something down there more than trouble. So she wanted to come down there. So find out if we can send some Jamaicans down there. Let me see what's happening here. Amoy, the summer program I hear about are always for university students. Amoy, when Mr. Wilson come here, there's one thing you all know about me. It's either I know or I don't know. If I tell you something and I say maybe, I don't have all the information. If I say that I don't know, I don't know. But if I say that I know, I know. And I am telling you now, I know. You hear where I say? Go to Azan, which part Azan there, crossroad. Behind Azan, there is an avenue called Melmac. And go right to the end of Melmac and ask for the last part of that road, last building on the road, right at the end of the U, and ask for the overseas place, that the overseas employment agency. And once you have good age, not my age is grandfather age. Once you have good age, you can be a part of the overseas program. So yes, I know about those programs that are offered on the university campus or on the campuses of the various colleges, but there are also programs for persons who are detached and young can travel. So if you are in Jamaica, you probably want to check that place out. Tell you what, I've been talking to students about it. I think I'm going to go there one day and give a photo shot, do an interview there to see if I can share with you, because that's what I do, outside of teaching, I have to still get students engaged for tomorrow. Let me see what's happening here again. Otisha is back. Canada is giving away scholarship too. The requirements are a little too much. All right, we can check it out. For some persons, it might not be too much. Hi, James. How are you doing? All right, William. 30 is too old. To be honest with you, I not even know what is too old. To be honest with you, I don't know. That part I don't know. But if you want Mr. Wilson to check it out, I could put it on my things to do summer videos that I need to cover with you. I could probably go there tomorrow and do a video there for you if they'll allow me to. I don't know, because sometimes you see this program and sometimes I don't know. I could check it. I could definitely check it for you. All right. You will never walk alone is laughing. I'm not too sure why. My age old. I always thought that you were a teenager, Otisha. James, good, good. All right, great. Faith, James, what are we talking about? We're talking about everything. This is a family chat room, where we talk to all the subscribers and viewers as they come in. They share the thoughts around. It's really an education center. So what we do, we might be talking about subject. It's always something around student related. So we're talking now about employment and tertiary institution, right? So that's what we're looking at now, right? Where can we get some job, where we can get some money, or we can access tertiary institution, how can we get loans, that type of a thing. All that falls pretty much under the ambit of CSEC biology, TCP. That's what we do. So off content, we're looking how we get engaged to the other level. Now that we do, am I? Yeah, that's what we do. Progress. Sir, I need a work. I'm 18. Okay, great. Remember that I am not a bureau doing it. So if I sound like I can give a work, I can't give a work. I don't have any work. I was just making mention of this overseas place that you can probably at 18. You have to go find some money up front still now, because you have to go pay for the visa, you have to go pay for your plane fare, and you have to go pay for lodging, right? But when you go up, you're going to make back that, all right? But since you guys send me out on a mandate or give me a mandate, what I will do, I will go there tomorrow. I will see if I can do something like a video. If I can't do a video, I will just get some information. I will just log on back tomorrow, have a live, and tell you what's the update from this place. I'll just do some shoot from outside the road that you know exactly where you turn and so on, if I can't get to go there. So you can go there and do your own query if you have to. All right. Oh, tomorrow is holiday. There we go. So it's going to be Monday. And Monday is going to be a challenging day. So it might be Tuesday, because I have some YouTube issue that I need to sort out with mailing address and so on. That needs to be addressed. So, and I'm going to address that. So tomorrow is holiday. So tomorrow is out. So it's about Tuesday that I will do that for you. All right. Sir. I am 22, but look like 17. I am 200, but look like 20. Oh, okay, cool. All right. Well, I am from Trinidad, so I am not sure about Jamaica. So tell us, what does that mean in Trinidad? That's what we do here. Want to hear what is the best practices in your area? What are the plans for tertiary institution? What is it that you need to access tertiary institution? Do we have finance? Are we financed going to these institutions? We're getting a grant from somewhere. We're getting a scholarship. Tell us what is happening in Trinidad. Is it that Trinidad is offering some scholarship that Otisha can come down to Trinidad to study and Amoy can come down to Trinidad to study and that type of thing? Just tell us what is happening. Tell us. Because probably we can lobby our government to do the same thing. Probably they don't have that grand idea like Trinidad. What is the name of a place, sir? I am sure I don't remember the name of the place. I am sure I don't remember. But like I gave you the description, I'm sure that I don't get that one wrong. But as to the name of the place, there's no name on the building. So I don't know the name of the place. But if you go there, it's no secret. They'll show you it. All right. When you go right to the dead end, it's on your right on. It's a white building. I've been there. All right. Okay, you are planning on studying in Jamaica. Why you want to study in Jamaica, James? Tell me. I don't know. I'm not saying that's not a good place. This is where I study, but why Jamaica? What is it that you're studying that is not offered? What you have in Trinidad is Scaville. Where's Scaville? I don't remember all the campuses. Which are the UWI campuses in Trinidad? Trinidad is closed on and under curfew. Jamaica is closed on and under curfew. Nobody not going to school on campus anymore. Everything is online. We like online classes because we can replay the class. We don't have to put up our hand in the class. We can just replay and send the lecturer an email. Nobody can say we're going like we know too much or anything like that. Oh, it's St. Augustine in Trinidad. There we go. St. Augustine. Where is Amais? Over your place, the place we talk about there? When we say Caville, over your place there? Guyana, Caville? Why Guyana under punishment now? What want to do over Guyana? You guys are not following the orders are set out by the government? What's happening over there? What's happening in Guyana? Anushka Wilson. Anushka, where are you from? Let me now change the topic and start to see if we're related. If you're related, you have to look like me. And I have to do all the checks to see if we are related. Where are you from? The government trying to make us take the vaccine. You guys are naughty. You guys are naughty. Why don't you be obedient? Who am I to say that? I don't even know where I stand with the vaccine. Oh, you're from Jamaica. You're from Jamaica. Are you from Portland, St. Mary? Where are you from? All right, great. So guys, if you are looking out to see content coming out of the channel, you are not going to be getting any content until January. We are not going to be posting anything until, not January, until September. Why? If we post content now, you're not going to watch them, and then YouTube is going to throw them away. So when you're ready for them, you won't be able to see them. So we're not going to be putting out any content until September. About the first week of September, thereabout, we're going to be start putting out content. And for now, we're just going to be doing some shows like this, find out what's happening with you, showing you some parts of Jamaica. And for those persons who are late, we all are from St. Catherine, Spanish Town. I want to be a pediatric doctor, and I have to study under the medical faculty. And well, when I look around, they said St. Augustine and Mona. Oh, so they said St. Augustine and Mona. All right, I wish you well. You have our prayer and our support. We hope that all will be well. I'm sure that they are ready and waiting to accept you there. Nice campus. I've been on the campus a couple of times. No. E2 chief plus more people are dead. Cheap? Why? What cheap mean compared to people who are not vaccinated? I don't understand what you're saying, Patricia. Am I? Have city and guild specialist diploma in healthcare assistant and a trained practical nurse and still can't get a job. You have to know people. All the jobs I have gotten in the past is because of links. Lord Jesus. When you start to get a job with links, you see, it says something about qualification or about the sector that you're in. I've never heard that. I have friends in the USA and they continue to tell me that there are a lot of signs saying that iron, iron, iron. What I think you need to do, probably, Amoy, is to see if you can find one of those overseas employment agency. Because I've always heard about nursing being in high demand. That whatever nursing you do, whatever, whether all those nursing skill you made mention of, I have heard of these being in high demand in the US. Do you have like a visa or something like that that you could probably just take a ride to see what's happening there, or type in something, start search for jobs online, jobs in the US. Start searching for these places. I don't pay anybody anything though. They will rob you online. All right, great. Great, James. Ramsey, sir, you never sir, you now have no link to college. What is it that you want to study? And why do you need a link to go to colleges? Colleges are open for everyone. So why would you want a link to go? Is it that you don't understand how to get to a tertiary institution? I could help you with that. But tell me where you want to go. What is it you want to study? Oh, nice, looking forward to it. I always wanted to be, you always want to come to Jamaica. Yeah, we have a lot of reggae music here. Yeah. I hope I told you the right thing. I hope I told you the right thing. All right, we really want you to be here as well. All right, I heard so too. All right, the vaccines are good. Um, sh- Otisha, yeah, give me some sketchy stuff for me can manage, you know. Yes, sir. Nursing is needed in America. Uh, Demand really high. So Barnett, hook up with give me a number or something no. Make Otisha, we can do something for Otisha that Otisha can get a bus or something. Yeah, we really want some persons to start to graduate to the next level. Or matriculate, well, your matriculates are like graduate, you need to graduate now. All right, Ramsey, sir, you're broke. All right, cool. When I went to college, I only had an old car and I sold it. I sold it for 100,000. I had to go to college for 3 years, and the first year school fee I think was 96 or 76,000. I didn't know where the other 2 year was coming from, but I went to college and I didn't take student loan any at all. And when I finished, I didn't owe anybody a dollar. All right, so I usually say to students to tell Mr. Wilson that you're broke. That's why you can't go to college. Don't tell me that. There's always a way. But tell me what you want to tell me the subjects that you have or that you think you'll get. Everything is about a link. Well, probably everything is about a link because I do well with a different job now, and probably I don't have a link. So probably that is true. And I don't know what next in life. I hate to hear students say that, man. I saw a young man that I went to his house to collect a SBA 1 year. I could really see that he was panicking. And 7 o'clock in the night, I turned up at his house and knocked on his gate and tell his mother I'm there to collect my SBA because this boy can give me a one. So who dare him tell me I'm not getting an SBA? The following day, he was on my veranda. It was a Saturday doing his SBA. He was able to get through with it, and he got a one for biology. I saw him recently in a position that I think that he shouldn't have been, and it really tear me apart, and more so that I can't help. All that this fella needed was some help because he's a really bright chap, and he would have stopped on the ladder. So if you don't have any money and you are in Jamaica, I ask you, what I can tell you about Jamaica and financing education. Sometimes it's not what you want, but it's what you can get. But what you get, it might help you to get to the other level. So I suggest that you apply to a tertiary institution or apply to all the tertiary institutions, whether you have a dollar or not. Usually when you get through to go to tertiary institution, everybody in the family now start playing a part because they are proud that you have made it to a tertiary institution. And then it start to put itself together. You start to finding this little job along the way. Colleges don't run like school. They have longer holidays. And you have longer holidays, 4 months thereabout, that you can go work, get some money to pay your school fee. It's not like high school where you go to school for this long period of time. Colleges is not like that, all right? They're not like that. All right, so don't say that you don't have any money to go to college. The first step in getting to a tertiary institution is to apply. So once you would have applied, thereafter you can talk about you're not getting, you don't have the money or thereabout. And there's also JAMVAT. JAMVAT is at Ivy Green and Apple Tree Road, where you do some volunteer work. They're going to pay 30% of your school fee. They did that for me. And also they're going to give you a $10,000 grant. And then during the summer, I worked, and that is how I financed a son plus, sorry, tertiary education. So apply. That's the first thing you need to do. Learn a skill at heart. It's practically free. Going to Heart NTA is another place where if you're at a roadblock in your life, you can pretty much take up one of those skills. But let us not go to Heart and start thinking about being bright and being dunce, because the persons who go to Heart and think about being bright, they usually leave Heart and can't find something. But those persons who are there to be engaged in a skill, you have some real trending skills now, you will go there, and of course you will benefit and come out, and you'll be doing well. All right. And I know that you have the JDF and you have the JCF. These are just options, and you have to just make use of many options until you can get what you really want. Official. All right, great. Good night, sir. I am kinda from Jamaica. Westmoreland, kinda from Jamaica. I am concerned about what to do after this graduation. Whoa, we'll have a program on this. Am I? You'll have to help me. We'll have to do some research to see if we can help these students. I didn't even think about this, but this is a nice one. All right, great. You're not too sure what you're supposed to do after high school. So the program changed what students are doing after CXC. That is what it says. What do students do after CSEC exam? I wasn't going this road now. It was the fun part I'm going, but I'll go with you. All right. Um, I'm considering about what to do after graduation. I have since this year, sir. Do you know any international? Let me say that again. Schooling program. If so, aware. Are you a high school student official? KK, are you a high school student? Atisha, it's you. Holmes, I'm going to Heart at Garmix. I was going to Garmix too, and I like sewing, and I like sewing, and whatever happened happened. But I think there's some program they were offering at Garmix. They're not offering it anymore. I'm not too sure why. All right, great. In Trinidad, they stopped the gate. They stopped the gate funding. The gate funding, I believe, and well, last year students wasn't given the opportunity to get scholarship. Oh my, don't know why. I'm sorry to hear that, James. I went to Garmix. Uh, oh, free lunch. When you go to Garmix, you get free lunch, and depending on which of the course you get all free material and so. All right, so, but I don't know, Garmix and these places, when you finish, they don't offer some assistant to overseas program and so on. Like for example, the nursing program and so on. But for Trinidad citizens, we are given 50 to 75% and 100% off depending on home situation. Okay, we tend to have something similar to that in Jamaica. We call it PA, But it's not everybody in Jamaica that have access to part. And if you ask Amoy, Amoy is going to tell you, but sir, you have to have links to go on part. uh, it's Kiana. Kiana. All right, Kiana official. All right, great. I was asking though, Kiana, if you're high school students and why overseas. I don't know if the Cuba program is still available. I think at one point they said that it wasn't working anymore. But I've had students studying in Costa Rica, that is, of course, Spanish. I have had students studying in China. So one thing that you can do, Kiana, is to go online and try to find scholarships. There are several scholarships across the place. Ministry would have some. The Office of the Prime Minister would have some. There are several scholarships that you can find online. You have to explore them. All right. If you're at a formal school, you could speak to the guidance department and they should be able to direct you to some sort of a scholarship of some kind. All right. Where am I now? Okay, you watch YouTube all day. I watch YouTube all day. When I'm not doing YouTube, I am trying to just keep my mind focused and don't try to think about what's behind me. What you said about Garmix, I said that free lunch down at Garmix for some of the program. So go down at Garmix down at Marcus Garvey Drive, sign up to one of them program and have a grand time. I am going to go down there to do I'm going to do some of these. I see students, and no students don't know where to go. When I left high school, I didn't know where to go either. Yes, sir, I have just graduated. So you just graduate, you're waiting on those subjects, you don't know whether you should turn right or left. Nobody told you that you should have applied to colleges from January. So your duty now is to see which of the colleges is the cheapest, right? Whether you want to do from early childhood education up to high school education. Apply to the colleges if you want to become a teacher. If you don't want to become a teacher, no persons try fire, persons try correctional service, persons try police, persons try JDF. All of these are somewhat financed by the government for training. Outside of that, it's the overseas program I spoke about at Melmac. You'd have to see how best you can, and you have to have at least about 150, 200,000 to cover plane fare and everything. You can borrow that money and pay it back after your work, providing that you have good work ethics. But as to say, I don't know. That would take me in a new world of research, and it started would be difficult for me to do that now because, as you see, I am babysitting and vlogging. If I wasn't vlogging, then I could do research for you and have them uploaded. But I realize that there is a big gap there, so I'm going to see how best I can assist you in the coming days. All right, Otisha again. I think all the opportunities you guys have, we have also things we becoming free and easier. Applying is the first step. Yeah, apply to anywhere you want to go. Apply, and when you apply and can't go, then you can say, put my thing on hold. When I apply for college and when I got through the first year, I tell them to put it on hold because I was trying to set up family. And when family never work, I write them and tell them, say, oh, meet, I come in tomorrow. The government don't have money. Trinidad finna have no money and me here, so have all the natural resource down there. I don't know. Tell me no. And we are buy so much sunshine snack and holiday snack in Jamaica. And we hear so our things can't come in Trinidad. Or have problem coming into Trinidad. So all not have no money. No bother with that no in James. No bother with that. No bother with that. It look like you have to go into politics to find out what is happening down there. I don't know. I don't have the facts. I can't speak on it. All right, Williams. Oh, you want to know what Otisha doing, Williams? Ah, great. Stay home and take care of chicken. You will need to buy my agriculture lab book because you are going to find all the records in the lab book to take care of your chickens. You got this. All right, Williams. What you're doing to do nursing? All right, so what is it that is required to do nursing? I think that's a question being asked. Sir, can you tell me about Jamaica? I'm the right person you ask me. I live in Jamaica about 400 years. So if you ask me about Jamaica, I can tell you about every stream, nook and cranny. Uh, I'm going to tell you about Jamaica in a bit. And then the other Jamaicans will help me. All right, Ramsey, may I go just go sixth form and regroup? But probably when you finish sixth form, you're going to want to go to somewhere else to regroup. Sorry, well, the Minister of Education in Jamaica is saying now that the standard year for school in Jamaica in short order is 7 years. So no longer will students graduate at fifth form. They are going to be graduating at the 7th year. Whether they are going to go to sixth form or they are going to go to the alternative pathway where they do probably some TVET and some City and Guild, but they are going to be doing 7 years. That's what the minister is saying. Hallelujah, Lord. All right, sir. I don't know, you know. I would bacchanal. Not sure where that going. Am I going to do phlebotomy course September? Hey, am I? Mind you, they all over the place and I do too much short course and them short course they can't help you. You don't want to stay at the bottom of the ladder, you know. You have some training already. Try get a job with that and go to a level above and start going sideways. You're going sideways. Try go up. So doing phlebotomy and whatever other courses, these are courses that are going sideways. So you need to just try and see if you can secure yourself a nice job. Apply to the University of West Indies is what you have. Apply to one of those University of West Indies is a private hospital, you know. So you don't know, you might get you there and there. From there, you can launch out in whatever you want to do. You might probably you'll be able to study at UE free. Ray, Jamaica nice like a pound of rice with mackerel. Lord Jesus, what a description! And 2 pegs of pear with some sugar and water. That sounds like a folk description and lime. What kind of bottom thing should they on? What kind of bottom thing? I don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, but this is a biology class, so we have bottom and we have top. So if bottom is a problem with you, you have to sort yourself out. Because bottom is still a real part of us. I think. Sir, you don't understand how I'm speaking. I'm not too sure. Somebody said some stuff somewhere that I missed. But let me just answer to James now that I read what everybody have. Jamaica is a nice place for those persons who have 2 cents, persons who can find their fun, the little way around. For others, it is a struggling place like anywhere else. We are a tropical island, so we have a whole lot of sunshine. Predominantly, we have a whole lot of dark skin, chocolate people. So most persons you are going to be seeing will be looking like me and pretty much type of ear like me. We speak more Creole than we speak English. And if we do speak English, it's of course going to have some amount of Creole interspersed somewhere there. So in Jamaica, probably we speak about 3 languages: Creole, a little bit of English, and a mixture of Creole and English. I don't know what you call it, Mesolek, Basolek, or whatever you call it, right? So I heard a Spanish teacher said, I came here to speak Spanish, to teach Spanish. I had to learn Patois, thought that they would have understood Patois, but then there was a language between English and Patois. I had to learn that too. So when you come here, most persons will not be talking that English, where you're going to be hearing a whole lot of Creole or broken English, some would call it, here. We have We have towns like everywhere else. We have housing schemes that mostly civil servant would live. Whether persons like it or not, that is the reality. After civil servant come, we have houses on the hill where the more affluent persons live, and we also have houses on the hill where the not so affluent live as well. But these two hills, they are really different. All right. Uh, we are a loving set of people, but we have crime like anywhere else, right? So we have days when we have more than one person's being killed, but for some persons, it is next door. For other persons, it is as close as the news. They have never ever seen it, right? For most cases, when these things happen, it has some trace, right? On the University of the West Indies, yes, they do have little instances, but I think that it is a very safe place. It is nestled pretty much at the foot of a mountain and right beside the renowned place Augustown. You would have read about Bedward. So Bedward is from Augustown. It's a nice campus, and the persons around the campus tend to like the campus. We have a dollar that is ever sliding. We have little natural resource, not much. We used to have bauxite, but most site gone. We have the forest now, and pretty soon probably we'll be taking it down like another Caribbean island. We have a lot of persons here who want work and can't find work. We have a lot of call centers. We have some good people here. We have some bad people like anywhere on earth. We pretty much have a whole lot of churches and we have a whole lot of bars. So with the women, they tend to go to church and the men go to bars, right? And of course, if you have done econ, that might be directly linked to the economy, why persons behave the way they do. We have students who matriculate every year to all the institutions in Jamaica, and we have students who don't matriculate to these institutions. So it is pretty much a real place. I heard one vlogger saying that persons are wondering how we deal with the murder in Jamaica. Every day they are murdering somebody. And the vlogger said, I don't know how they deal with what they are doing up there. Because when they are murdering, they murder a whole school and a whole church and whatever. So it is a real place. It is not like any war zone. There's no war in Jamaica. It's just a real place. You know, the culture might be different from where you're coming from, but I've lived here. Yeah, there are things that I don't like, but there are also things that I like. Closest place to the UWI that would come in as a green area, you would have Halliwell that is on the mountain. You would have the Blue Mountain Peak. You have Hope Garden. You have Devon House, and you have Emancipation Park. All of these are about $100 or $200 away from the university. There are taxi service that run from the university to the towns around the area. There are living facilities around the campus. There's 876 student living, which is a big apartment complex or several apartment complexes on the campus. The Our currency, we spend dollar, Jamaican dollar, the value 156 to a US dollar. Uh, we have running water in Kingston and we have flush toilet in Kingston. We have a transport system in Kingston. Kingston is pretty much, I was told, somewhat like New York. I don't know, I've never traveled. Uh, yeah, yeah, we do a little subsistence farming here or there, and you have one and two commercial farms. Yeah, we manufacture, but not as much as Trinidad. Our manufacturers here, they are not subsidized. They don't have the subsidy for electricity. So we manufacture things, but not much. All right. We're not as big as Trinidad, I think. And probably we have one of the largest warehouse in the Caribbean, which is Westinco. We do a lot of manufacturing. They do the bigger soft drinks and distribution of other products and so on. So that is Jamaica in a nutshell. We have a power company or two, and we have NWC, which is our national water grid. That's Jamaica. Yeah, we are ruled under the Queen. Still, we have a prime minister. We don't have a president. We have 14 parishes, and all parishes have capitals, and in some cases, persons might say 13, but it's actually 14. All right, so that is Jamaica. I don't know if the persons in the chat they have a different experience of Jamaica, but that's Jamaica for me. So I've given you a little bit of the bad and a little bit of the good, and I mix up. And at the end of the day, I hope that you can make the best of it. Going to do. Oh, Philip, I will pass this already. All right. Wow. Okay, what kind of bottom we pass it? So, all right, we are coming to the end of this chat. This was a nice session meeting up with you. This will not be saved on the channel. It was just a little chat, so there's nothing here for to save. I keep hearing about districts. What do you mean? Is that what I'm saying? Districts? All right, district. What does a district mean? If that is what I'm seeing there, districts. All right, so you will have like the island, and in the island, you have the island divided into counties, 3 counties, don't know what purpose they serve. And then in these counties, you have parishes. And in these parishes, you are going to have some smaller section that we call district. And in these smaller districts, you might have a little avenue, a lane, a road, a street, that type of a thing. So if that's what you're talking about, a district, that's pretty much what a district is. It's just a sublet, just a little place. I don't know. Probably you could call a little place in your area district. I don't know what you call it. Some persons call it province and all of these things, states and all of these stuff might be somewhat similar. All right, so okay, so yes, in my video for Salt River, I met a young lady. She speaks standard American. At the end of the interview, I said to her, "Are you from Jamaica?" She said, "Yes, but I traveled a couple of times." I speak straight patois. I am Jamaican. I am Jamaican. All right. Okay. Go again. You're always going to have in between. So there's rich and poor, and there's in between. But the in between is going to be the civil servant, you know. But the thing about it, because the civil servant like myself can't afford to drive a Benz and a Prado, we just classify ourselves as being poor. Because the truth is, that's where we are. Because by the time you finish paying your mortgage and paying your car note and paying for family, you go right back down into the poor class because all of these things you're paying for are not yours. The bank own them. So by the time you pay the bank theirs and you look at the amount of money you really have to survive for the month, you're right back in that class of poor. So probably that's why you heard that there is no. Oh yes, we have KFC in Jamaica as well. We have KFC. Yes, we have KFC, and we have call centers, and we have other food outlets in Jamaica. But KFC is one of them. Yes, and KFC is on the university campus as well. Great. Uh, persons will say Jamaica say the same thing about Jamaica, but where I live, I couldn't tell the last day I hear anything about crime. You know, I live pretty much close to Alpha Tree, and I don't watch news. If I want to know about crime, I have to watch news. But I don't see it happening around me. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but I don't hear it. All right. No, I don't know anything about stocks, so I can't tell you. I know that they have a stock thing, but I don't know anything about money. That's why I'm still a poor man. Sorry, I really don't know that. Top tier food in Jamaica. Well, all right, the poor people is jerk chicken. We eat a lot of jerk. So it's either jerk chicken or jerk pork. And if you don't have any jerk chicken and jerk pork, and then the corner side as you move further rural, you might have some jerk chicken back or some fried chicken back, and some festival and some fries, which are pretty much potato wedge, or some dumpling type of thing that we call festival. And yeah, you might, in some cases, you have fried chicken back, fried chicken neck, and fried chicken foot, but it's all about chicken. We're a chicken place. So if it's not chicken, person might do a little bit of pork, a little bit of goat meat, chevron, and a little bit of beef here and there. Rice and peas is a Sunday dish. We do soup and Saturdays in most cases, and then we eat like ground provision throughout the week. However, if you are eating at a restaurant, it is rice every day. If you are in Kingston, you are going to eat more rice than persons who are in rural Jamaica. Persons in rural Jamaica will eat less rice. So it's the persons in Kingston who are eating off all the rice from Guyana. And you have what kind of botanical garden? Chinua? Chinchinon? I am not even going to go there. I don't know that place. A 2 to 3 hour hike, beautiful place. That is up in the Blue Mountain place. So that is another place that Amma is telling you about. I can't even call those words. That is so cool. All right. So big. Yeah, the place really big. Yeah, and we have a bus service that connect you from one end of the island to the other end and to all the major towns. And that is the closest I've gotten to like something like an airport. You have to go to this place and you board this bus, and the only time it stops is when it reaches its destination. All right, so that is called Knoxford Express. Right, so if you are landing in Montego Bay, you take the Knoxford Express to New Kingston, and then you take a taxi from New Kingston to the university campus. Pretty much that's it. All right, so sir, when will CXC result be released? Oh my, it's coming out the end of August, sometime early September. The parishes you were talking about. Oh yes, a whole lot of parish. And if you look at the map, yeah, but yeah, it's a whole lot of parishes. 14. But we're not, we're what? We're what? We're the third largest Caribbean island. We're the third largest Caribbean island, I think, with Cuba being the largest. And then you have Dominica and Haiti. What is that called? Hispaniola or something like that. And then you have Jamaica. Am I saying that district? It is popularly used in rural area, but when you talk about Duene Park is a district. If you talk about Gregory Park is a district. If you talk about Brayton is a district. If you talk about Longsville is a district. All right, so it's just these little cluster, these little settlement. For a person like, where do you live? I don't live in the district of Longsville Park. I live at Longsville, right? So it is most the term is mostly used in rural areas, rural setting. Yeah, we do a lot of chicken. We eat chicken every way. Curry, brown stew, jerk, you name it. Barbecue, yes. Chicken. Brown stew chicken has a different taste than on any other day. Oh, so if it's not Sunday, brown stew chicken carry a different taste. I don't know. Really, sir, August. But we're in August now, don't it? Williams, we're in August. Sir, me think of September because of COVID. Like I say, sometimes September, August. I know that, yeah, something like that, something there about. Sir, you know anything about the island of Jamaica? Am I? How you ask me, say? Isn't that the island that we all live on? Sir, how do you feel about Jamaica's performance in the Olympic? All right, this is everybody now. I could talk Olympic. This is the last, oh my, I think some other done talk already. Let's talk Olympic a little bit. I watch more Olympic in former years than I did watch this year. It meant more to me then than it does now. Not too sure why. Uh, do I celebrate with the guys whether they have accomplished or whether they have placed first, second, or third? Yes, I celebrate with them all. I know, I think I have an idea as to what it's like. Nobody went there to come last. A person went there to represent. I went to Intercal. I ran on the Chevron in Stadium. Yes, I'm an athlete. So I understand it's a whole lot of training, a whole lot of work. As to performance, just to show up there for me is a A. Just to show up there for me is a A. And as it were, with the magnificent performance, we saw Elaine Thompson. Sadly for Fraser Price, we saw Elaine Thompson. We saw a couple of persons getting goal. I really like it. It's a great advertisement for our little island. I do hope that we had more. I heard Asafa Powell saying in a tick that they are not being paid. I wish that they could, of course, be compensated if what Asafa said is true for the work that they have been doing. But I think I like it. I particularly watched the race. I wanted to watch the race that I looked out for. I think it is the 110-meter hurdle. And why I looked at that race so much, it's because that race was marred with a bit of controversy. The island, like Goat Island. Oh no 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 no! I've never no no no! I've never gone there. I'm very sorry, Amoy. No, I've never left off mainland. I think I want to go there. I've never left the mainland. Sorry. I've seen my brother sailing across, but I've never. The furthest I've ever gone is that refuge key out by Port Royal. Sorry, no. They say that results are coming out the first week of October. There we go. The results are coming out the first week of October. So it's the last part of September, first week of October, thereabout. I'm not even certain. Might be. All right. So we're anxious. No need to worry, man. You'll be fine. No need to worry. You'll be fine. They said the result are coming out the first week of October. There we go. The first week of October, not August, but October. I yield. Yeah, I think it's October for real. End of September, October. Yeah, because I think the colleges are on standby that these results are going to be late. And if it's at the end of August, then it wouldn't be so much late. So yes, it's true. End of September, October, thereabout. And somebody is saying September 10th. I don't know. I'll have to just check and find out and tell you. I really don't know. These things are ever changing, and what I know about CSEC is that they want to get it back to you as quickly as possible. So even the long date that you would have been given, that could have, of course, be changed to earlier date, providing the resource that they have to get this work done. What can I say? All right, so it has been a long chat. I am really, really happy to see you guys again. I'm going to try to release that video for tomorrow. What are students doing after CSEC? And of course, you have mandated that I do some checks as to where you can continue your tertiary education or lateral thereof. And I'm going to see how best we can do that coverage for you. Please be reminded, I showed you earlier, we have a couple of books on Amazon, and we have some, they are coming in Jamaica shortly. If you are doing physics, chemistry, biology, integrated science, agri, we have a revised lab book that is coming out with some very useful information that should be able to assist you. More so the persons who are doing agri, we have gone way out and do a whole lot of things in that agri book to assist you with your management on the farm. And why we did that for agri is because particularly we understand that when you matriculate to tertiary institution, if you are going to case, there's a lot of things that are pretty much consistent with what is done at case, and we captured that in the book so that when you move on to case, you shouldn't be a novice because you would have seen these records before and you are pretty much able to navigate with great ease. So remember, give give those books some love. And like we always say, if you care to donate, we are willing to accept. As we want to grow and make this thing better, we want to be able to share the screen like we did earlier. And of course, share our PowerPoints and whatever videos that we have so that, of course, you can benefit a little more than you did last year. I know that Amoy, they were sort of exceptional because what we had to do with Amoy's group, we had to draw things on paper and then we had to share it to the turn it around to the screen. And sometimes it wasn't as good as we wanted it to be, but they weren't complaining. They made the best of it. So we have on screen some of the books that will be out in short order. The ones in green, if you are seeing green right here, it means that it is on Amazon already. If it is in red, then it is not on Amazon. Some of these are some graph book. These are low content and no content book. So other books will be coming. And all of these books that you are seeing now, they have 120 pages with a gloss finish to the cover. And there's a Jamaica graph book. And of course, this is the revised lab book for biology. So pretty much that's the revision. And like I said, I was working on the chemistry book just before I came on air. And when I leave, I'm upping right back into that chemistry book to make it available for Monday. So all is pretty much in place. The cover has been made. You would have seen the cover for all the books or most of the books. You haven't seen the cover for integrated science and physics. No, you haven't seen those yet. But today I did the shot for those books. Um, I think I did the shot of the triple deck bridge in 3 miles. That is going to be on the cover of one of those books. And the cranes down by Wharf might be on the physics book cover. So we did some shots for those this evening. Today, to put them on the book cover to show that the engineer in Jamaica, where are we with engineer and the relevance of physics integrated science to students. And that's what I'm trying to do with the lab books. When you do a lab, you must understand that there's some relevance to the labs that we're doing, and it goes way beyond the CSEC subject that we're covering. These are, of course, things that we'll have to employ when we get out there in the real world. So once again, thank you very much for stopping by. I'll try to make that video available tomorrow. We're going to have 6 books being released tomorrow, and on Monday, we will have a minimum of 2 books being released. All right, we're going to be sending out notebooks. We're going to be sending out all the books. So remember, we're going to a cashless society. So everybody will have to have a debit card and a credit card so you can do your ordering online. And if in your local you don't have access to that and you want the book to be in your nearest bookstore, what you could do is to show them and, of course, send us their information and we will port the book to their location pretty much at an affordable rate. All right, if you are in Jamaica, you can get the book in Jamaica. It's not in bookstores, but you can contact me and we can make arrangement for you to have copies of these lab books. I know that this is a science room, so I think that a lot of persons here will be doing all the sciences. So we're going to be having these books available. I think it's 10 days from next Wednesday that the books are supposed to be in the island. So until then, take care. Yeah, big up yourself. Big up yourself. Those persons who want to do some patwa, big up yourself. All right, so big up yourself. All it means is that you should take care, be at your best, anything like that. All the positive things, that's what that connotates. Big up yourself. More blessing, more love. Take good care of yourself, ourselves. Good evening. Bye bye.